your list, don't not put people on there that you think won't be interested. Don't not put people on there because they're already millionaires. Let me tell you, one of my definitions of this business is Napoleon's statement, where he says, don't tell me how many troops they have, I don't care. Tell me who their generals are. Melissa's one of your generals. Right, John? See, this business is like building a pipeline. Once you build a pipeline, you can pump anything into it. You can pump insurance, you can pump cars, you can pump real estate, you can pump mud, you can pump Xango juice, you can pump anything through the pipeline. And the diameter of your pipeline determines the size of your organization. The diameter of your pipeline in network marketing, or probably in any business, is the mentality of your key people. The mentality of your key people. You can sponsor, I have a gal who just told me, I sponsored 154 people. She's in my group. I sponsored 154 people. Nobody's really doing anything. She wasn't discouraged. She was going to sponsor 150 more. She's a great recruiter. I said, good, you'll have 300 not doing anything. You can sponsor hundreds of people with a little bitty mentality, and you'll have a drip coming out into your pipeline. Or you can find somebody like Cheryl and Jerome that aren't willing to let go of their dreams. Now, no expectation, Kenny, Michelle. I was standing here talking to Michelle. Well, I was listening to Michelle and responding. I was asking questions and listening. Key to success. Most people talk and talk more. But she said something that got my attention. She said, now, I'm still checking this out. I'm not sure that I want to do this. I mean, I can relate. I'm not sure I know much about network marketing. When I think of network marketing, I think of Amway, $9 billion company. And she said, but I know I can do it. I mean, I'd be successful in it. I've just chosen right now to be a mom, which is a great thing to choose to be. What she's saying is, I'm choosing to be the most important thing I could possibly be, but I could also be great at something else if I choose to be. Man, I just thought, well, she was in my group. Because she's a winner. PJ's a winner. PJ was already successful at what she did. That's who I want. Doesn't mean that it's successful economically. It means that she stands out. I want somebody like Bill who's lying in bed, making $100,000 a year, making $500,000 a year, trying to figure out how to double it and triple it. I want somebody industrious and ingenuitive like Justin Bryce. And you, when you start out in this business, can't get them into the business. That's right. So this is really what I want to get across right now. Here's the biggest impediment to success that I've witnessed in network marketing for people that are actively working, that aren't just kind of going to the meetings and listening to CDs and thinking about it all the time and never actively doing the things that grow your business, which is recruiting and getting people started, which is getting them to recruit. It's that they try to do it themselves. And that's what I did for a year. It took me a year to get to $1,000 a month. A year later, it was 20. Another year later, it was 40. See, network marketing is like a 747 taking off. You're full throttle to get it up there. And when you get it up there, you can really back it down if you want. You want people that have a dream. And believe me, we have what they want. According to CNN Money, 84% of the workforce is looking for something different to do in the next 12 months. 84% of the workforce in America is looking for something different or additional to do. My mom sent over a report from USA Today that showed that 83% of the population is very stressed out about their financial situation. From age like 20-something, 23 to 49. Between that age group, they interviewed 2,400 people and found that 83% of the people were very stressed about their financial situation. 14% were not really stressed. And we pointed out that probably most of that 14% are living at home, Yeah. And their parents are in the 84%. And 3% don't know. They're confused. Anyways, man, people want what we have right now. So make quality people on your list. And we're all quality people. But look for dreamers. Look for people that want more. Look for people who are ingenuitive. Look for people who are industrious. Look for people who are reliable. You said they'd be here today and they're here. Look for people that have good communication skills. Look, when you start out in network marketing, when you really get going, when you decide to be coachable, you learn that it's a storyteller's business. I didn't have them still tell their stories to touch your heart chords only. I told them to tell their story so you can tell their story. It's great that the products are great. It's great that the company's going where it's going with or without us. But man, nothing affects people like telling somebody's story and then making it a reality. So, once I understood that, once I understood the nature of the business model was that my upline works for Deborah is a 20K premier, 20K on her way to premier. She gets it. She's been doing it long enough. Once you understand that your upline works for you and that we want you to call us and that we have a vested interest in your success and we're looking for the flowers. Network marketing is like a garden that pulls its own weeds. You're going to have whiners, complainers. They're going to expose themselves. You don't have to plant for them. You're going to have people that are always calling and complaining. You're going to have people that, are telling, well, I went to the meeting, but I didn't like the speaker. I could do better than that. You get up and build a business. They get up there and do better than that. But until then, edify that person. Let them build your business for free. They're going to expose themselves. You're going to have, don't let them put your fire out. They're going to try. Some of them are going to be people you love. You can't do that. I knew I was going to succeed at this business when Brian Carey told me I couldn't. I knew I was going to succeed when my mother-in-law pulled me into the garage and said, your family's going to suffer. Stay in real estate. You can't do that. Don't go chase your dreams. Stay in real estate. Trade hours for money for the rest of your life. Do what you hate. Be a rat in the cage for the rest of your life. I knew I was going to be successful. The first person told me I couldn't. I love what Frank Sinatra says. The greatest revenge is massive success. When I turn on the radio, when you turn on the radio, there I am. You turn on the TV set, there I am. I love Toby Keith's song. How do you like me now? This might be a character flaw of mine, but get a little competitive. It bugs me that 3 of the top 10 earners just came in from Russia. They've been open 18 months up in Kazakhstan, Ukraine, in the CIS market. That they have surpassed us. We've had an 8-year head start, and there's 3 of them. 3 that have moved into the top 10. It bugs me they're taking a bigger portion of the global bonus pool. Man, it would bug me if I was sitting in it bugs me that you guys have more people. You're going to have more people than I do if I don't get my act together in my meetings. It bugged me when I first started going to meetings and I'd sit there and I look around and my whole team was with me because only it was Justin and I. More of my people there. Well, you can't get them here yourself, I promise you. John, your brother Andy sponsored you, right? Could he bring you into this business? No. His own brother. Do you love your brother? Why couldn't he get you into this business?
I just didn't believe it.
Does he have a track record of lying to you?
No.
His brother does not have a track record of lying to him, and you believe him.
I believe the paper.
I bet you that you could sell a car to your brother. I bet you if he was in the car business that he could sell a car to you. I could sell real estate to people I didn't even know. I could sell a $250,000 house to a stranger. I couldn't get Justin into this business. I couldn't get Ryan into this business. Jeff couldn't get PJ into this business. John's brother Andy couldn't get him into the business. I would be willing to bet that the Jurowitzes could not get you into your business alone. I bet you got help to get them into your business. Bill? My mom couldn't get me into the business. She signed me up. She didn't get me into the business. I want you to understand the most important principle there is in this business as far as I'm concerned. If you do your part and be coachable, this falls under that category. If you treat this like a real business, this falls under that category. You don't go buy a franchise, take the business plan, take the model that they build for you, that they tell you is a shortcut to success. I've been down that road. It's not a shortcut to success. But that's what they're selling you. They're selling you a blueprint. You don't take the blueprint, change it up. If you do, you lose your ability to have. If you think bigger than the blueprint, you're out of there. They'll find some other person to come in and give them $250,000 for the franchise and just let them make $50,000 a year with the opportunity forever. But if you want to make $100,000, you try to change something, you're gone. Because there's always somebody else to do it.